Insomnia is known as the #1 sleep problem in the United States. 30% of the population suffers from insomnia. 10% have a chronic disorder. 1 in 3 people suffer from insomnia at some point in their lives. 90% of people who have depression suffer from insomnia. 10 million people in the United States use sleep aids, and 4% use prescription sleep aids. The brain is impacted by insomnia. Insomnia affects us emotionally as well as neurocognitively. We've been tracking short-term memory and attention. It's a risk factor for dementia that's well known in the research. Insomnia and depression are highly linked and continue in a cyclical manner where they increase one another. Who gets insomnia? Individuals who worry more. They're more anxious. They're more vulnerable to stress. They're overthinkers, more perfectionistic people. How does insomnia start? There's an event. That's called precipitating. There are factors that leave people at risk for insomnia. That's called predisposing. They're worrying, more emotional, easily upset. And then there are factors that continue insomnia. That's called perpetuating. Worrying about getting to sleep and then how are they going to handle the next day. Insomnia quickly becomes chronic. The longer that it's there, the more it becomes a routine way of life. It affects medical conditions like diabetes, heart disease. A medication that's meant for short-time use is being used for years. Behavioral and cognitive therapy has been found to be as effective as medication. And there's a type of therapy called CBTI. And CBTI is a combination of different strategies to work through insomnia using sleep hygiene and behavioral interventions. So CBTI, or cognitive behavioral treatment for insomnia, is based upon the basic processes for sleep, Process S and Process C. Process S is how long you have slept or not slept, and that determines how sleepy you're going to be. Process C is the biological clock. That's your circadian rhythm, that you wake up to light, you fall asleep to dark, and you have a little dip in the afternoon where you become more sleepy. Sleep hygiene and bedtime routine are a big player to battle insomnia. Don't spend the day in bed trying to get more sleep. Wake and bedtimes have to be kept constant, even on the weekends. A constant routine is needed: shower, snack, reading, prayers, music, and of course, no clock watching. What are the steps that we can take to address insomnia? Identify the factors: precipitating, perpetuating, predisposing. Rule out the personality disorders. Know that there's an overlap to psychiatry. So if somebody's anxious, more dependent, hyper-aroused, depression, work through the basics: children, time management, employment, sleep hygiene, sleep and medical disorders, shift work. You need to figure out what is creating the problem of insomnia for treatment to be successful.